Well, hello, it's Heidi. Today we're talking about finger foods and how you eat them. Better stay tuned. Well, hello, so happy to see you. Delighted you joined me today. It's Heidi, and we are talking about how to eat finger food. Okay, so I've got a bunch of finger food here today for you. And if you've watched my other videos, we've talked about asparagus, neat story. We've talked about artichoke, amazingly cool story, chicken wings, and there are so many different kinds of finger food. So how do you eat them? Okay, big reveal. With your fingers. Okay, we are talking finger food. Literally, you eat this with your fingers. So what tips could you give us, Heidi? Well, have a really good napkin. And remember, you just keep the napkin on your lap. And top tip, have lots of wet wipes around. Generally speaking, there always are a few exceptions. You know that, to everything. But generally speaking, finger food is fun food. It's very casual dining, informal. This is when you can roll your sleeves up and you get down and dirty a little bit, with a few exceptions. Artichokes can be a little bit of a higher brow food, if you will, but it's still, we eat them with our fingers. And asparagus. Now, if you've watched my video, we'll put a link below. You'll know in very fine dining, if there is a course that is only asparagus and the asparagus is well prepared, you may pick it up and eat it with your finger. But then they bring out a little finger bowl for you to dip your fingers in with a little lemon in there, and then you just would blot them on your napkin. You know, it's a whole thing. Okay, so a couple of exceptions, but generally speaking, finger food is fun food. It is just to pick up a French fry, pick up a hot dog. We have drummies, we have wing. This is just to be fun. We could add, there's so many more foods we could add. How about ribs? Who loves those? I know lots of people just love those. But here's the thing about finger food. It's messy. Yeah, it's messy. A lot of them, especially these buffalo wings, have all that sauce on them, and it's a mess. So have wet wipes with you and be aware of your surroundings. When you're eating casual food, finger food, be aware. So if you are in a nice restaurant and you order the ribs and you just want to pick it up and go crazy, be aware you're in a nice restaurant and just take it easy on that. You know, just be aware. Just take it a little easy. If you're at the backyard barbecue, just go for it. Have some fun. Be reasonable. Life's short, right? Okay, so I do have some tips for finger food though. As I said, be aware of your surroundings and don't order them in high pressure, high level situations. Let's say you're going to a very important social event, or you have a super important business dinner, or how about a job interview? Do not order finger food. Don't order the ribs. Don't order something that's complicated and you're going to get messy. You're going to make a mess of the napkin. What if they don't bring you the wet wipes? Don't order. If you're in a nice restaurant, maybe they just take you to a food truck and you pull out a hot dog or something. Easy peasy. But top tips, don't order finger food if you're going to be in a situation where you feel, you're a little intimidated, you're a little nervous, you're trying to put your best foot forward. So, okay, enough said. Now, this is all fine and dandy in the Western world, but I want you to please, because it's so important that we are all culturally aware and we appreciate all the other cultures on the planet. Be aware there are many other parts of the world that eat with their fingers. That all food is finger food because they don't use knives and forks, they use their fingers. And there's even etiquette depending on where you are in the world. The etiquette could be you use all your fingers, or maybe just the first two fingers and your thumb. And generally you wouldn't put your fingers all the way in your mouth, you just bring the food to your mouth. And it's a beautiful cultural, historical references. It's a very intimate act to bring, it's tactile. You feel this food someone's prepared and you bring it to your mouth. So there's a lot going on there. Perhaps you've visited some ethnic restaurants and you've had the opportunity to practice this and experience this. So if you're someplace traveling in the world, or you're at an ethnic restaurant and you see people eating with their fingers, celebrate the differences. Really, you're going to be exposed to new things, and our differences are beautiful, and that's where we can grow, we can learn from each other. So I hope you had a little fun with finger foods. I'm not sure what I'm going to dive into. I don't know, maybe a couple of chips, the French fries, you can't go wrong with those, right? And a sandwich, what the heck? Okay, thanks so much, everyone. And as I always say, please be kind. Thank you.